Let's teach your sons about capacity. Teach your sons about having the ability or the maximum ability to contain something. That's what capacity means. Teach your sons about emotional capacity, mental capacity, spiritual capacity, and financial capacity. Emotional capacity is having the ability to contain a maximum amount of your emotions. For example, as young men, you're going to face a lot of emotional challenges with life, because life is challenging. You're going to start having friendships and relationships, and with those friendships and relationships comes emotions, right? Like, for example, if a young man has a girlfriend, he's going to catch emotions for her, and he's going to love her and care for her, and he's going to have some type of connection with her. But as fathers, we got to teach our son how to contain his emotions, even when things not going the way that he wants them to go. For an example, if your son is dating a girl and she talks to another guy, and his emotions is telling him that he feels disrespected, we as fathers have to teach our son how to take in the emotion, whether it's a negative. Most of the time we react to negative emotions anyway. So if it's a negative emotion, we as fathers have to teach our son how to take in a negative emotion, how to understand the negative emotion, how to be patient with the negative emotion, and not react irrationally. Because that's where we lose it at. That's what we are unsuccessful at, is reacting emotionally to a negative emotion. So as fathers, we have to teach our kids how to have emotional capacity to endure a maximum level of emotions to the point where they can carry it, they can deal with it. They don't have to react irrationally, because we see what reacting irrationally does to a lot of our kids. So fathers, teach your kids about emotional capacity. The next one is mental capacity. We got to teach our sons how to deal with the mental struggles that they may endure with their own life, because life has the challenges, as I said before, and mental struggles may come out of those challenges, as far as depression or anxiety. We can't control the mental struggles that come our way, but we can deal with it. We can navigate it. And we have to teach our kids, or our sons, how to take the mental struggle in, how to navigate it, how to be aware of it, and to not let it defeat them. Because a mental struggle can defeat you, as far as depression or anxiety. You can be not wanting to get out of bed, or you can overeat, or not wanting to do anything. You can react in a way of I don't want to be productive. So as fathers, we gotta teach our sons how to fight through those mental struggles, and to take it in, be aware that they are struggling mentally, accept that they are struggling mentally, and to continue to be productive and fight through it. Because it's gonna rain, it's gonna storm, but we gotta teach our sons not to pull over and stop, but to continue driving until it stops raining and stops storming. The next one is spiritual capacity. We got to teach our sons how to build a relationship with God. We got to teach our son about Jesus Christ. We got to also be a role model of how a relationship is with Jesus, with God and Jesus Christ. We have to teach our son how to read the Bible, how to interpret the Bible and understand it, and how to be a God-fearing man. Because there's going to be times where the enemy tries to attack your son, and he has to have the capacity to deal with the attack. For example, the enemy comes in all shapes and sizes. So he may come as a woman or a girl to your son and might try to come and distract him or put him in an uncomfortable situation. We have to teach our son how to pray, to read the Bible, and have a relationship with God to the point of being obedient to God and speaking to God and waiting for God to give them direction on how to navigate their own life, because we can't control their life. We're not their master, we're their father. So we have to let them make decisions on their own and trust that they're gonna make the right decision, and teach him how to have a relationship with God so God can help them make that decision, because we can't make decisions for them. It's their life. So we have to teach our sons how to have spiritual capacity. And then lastly, financial capacity. We got to teach our sons how to manage their finances. Because I wasn't taught how to manage my finances, and I'm still learning to this day. But as a father, we got to teach our sons how to be managers. Because as a man, you have to lead your family. You have to be a leader. You have to take care of your wife. You got to take care of your kids. You have to manage your finances to where everybody's taken care of, and there's no struggle, there's no missing out on bills, there's none of that stuff, because a man manages. I know life happens and you're gonna go through your financial struggles, but you can be struggling and still be managing your money the correct way. Right? We got to teach them how to balance checkbooks. We got to teach them how to save, teach them how to spend their money. We as fathers have to teach them that so that they can be leaders and providers for their family, and they won't ever be in a situation where they look down upon by their wife because they ain't able to take care of a woman. That's why capacity is so important, because we as human beings, we're going to get in relationships, partnerships, situations where we have to coexist with other people. And with that coexistence comes emotions, comes spiritual, comes financial. All that stuff is in the relationship or the partnership. And you have to deal with things. You have to be able to endure a level amount of things to be successful in that relationship or that partnership. And if you're not able to endure with that, or you don't have the capacity to deal with that, you're not going to be successful in any relationship or friendship or partnership that you establish. Because the amount of capacity is important. The amount of level of things you can deal with is important. If you don't have a capacity, you're going to give up early, you're going to quit, and you're going to miss out on a blessing. Because it says in the Bible, we supposed to coexist with other people. We're communicative. We're supposed to have relationships and partnerships and stuff. But if you don't have the capacity to be able to deal with those things, you're not going to be successful. So fathers, teach your sons how to have capacity.